With San Francisco wrapping up minicamp, a player that really stood out was the rookie Upton Stout out of Western Kentucky. The cornerback is competing for the nickel cornerback job, and right now, the third round rookie is a favorite to start, with NBC's Matt Barrow saying the following: "I think it's going to be Upton Stout. He looked the part in spring practices. He was really good at mirroring wide receivers in coverage. He was active, vocal, full of energy. He looks like he can step into that nickel cornerback role that's basically a linebacker role. So let's see how he fares against the run and how he holds up. He certainly has swagger for a guy of his size. If he can hold up physically, the job is probably his." With such ringing endorsement and the potential to start for Robert Saleh's defense headed into his rookie campaign, I thought this was a perfect opportunity to examine the player that is Upton Stout a little bit more deeply, to see his strengths, his weaknesses, so we can get a full understanding of who he is. Initially, you might scoff at Stout starting at nickel cornerback for San Francisco, since he only comes in at 5'8", weighing right around 181 pounds, but he has the strength and willingness in the running game. At the combine, for instance, he put up the bench press 21 times, which was the most among all defensive backs. On top of that, when you turn on his film against the run, he does a nice job of taking on wide receivers' blocks, shedding them, and bringing down backs in the open space. Another aspect I like about him against the run is his ability to quickly diagnose the play, and thanks to his 10-yard split of 1.51 seconds, he's able to quickly burst into the backfield and make the tackle for loss. To really highlight this point, last year for Western Kentucky, he had 7.5 tackles for loss. The final aspect of him in the running game I want to mention before moving on to him in his pass coverage is just how great his pursuit is and how hot his motor runs. You'll never see him give up on the play, and because of his 4.44 40, routinely he'll save touchdowns. But like Matt Mayoko suggested, Upton Stout will have to prove this at the NFL level, but I have a feeling he will. Now moving on to Stout's coverage, he's perfect for the nickel cornerback role because not only can he cover wide receivers underneath, he can also run deep with them because he does a great job of opening up his hips and running with the wide receivers thanks to his 4.4 40. It's also especially challenging for wide receivers to shake him underneath because he does a great job of transitioning with him on low stop and go patterns. Like let's say they're trying to run a pivot route, he'll stay in their hip pocket the entire time. Another underappreciated aspect of his game is how quickly he's able to diagnose passing plays. When a wide receiver is running a certain route on him, let's say a slant or a comeback route, he's able to quickly diagnose it, then often jumps it, making a play on the ball. Over the last 3 years, for instance, he's had 6 interceptions. The final part of Stout's coverage ability I really love is his ability to disrupt a wide receiver at the line of scrimmage. He has a variety of press techniques, including a one-handed press, a two-handed press, as well as a ghost press. But unsurprisingly, since Stout was a third-round pick, he does have some areas of concern to his game, with probably the most notable just being his lack of size. Like I was mentioning, he's only 5'8.5", weighing 181 pounds, so he's not the biggest nickel by any means. And while I like Upton Stout's pressman technique, at times he can get a little bit too grabby with his hands in coverage, which may lead to penalties at the NFL level, but Renardo Green was able to clean it up last year, so I think Stout will be able to as well. The final thing I want to see Stout continue to improve is not feel the need to be a playmaker all the time. While he does do a great job of routinely diagnosing the route, sometimes he'll jump it, and maybe it'll be a double move. At the NFL level, that could definitely lead to a touchdown. But still, overall, when I'm looking at Upton Stout for San Francisco as a nickel cornerback, I think he's a perfect fit for Robert Saleh's defense. He's not only aggressive in the running game, and I think pretty solid in the passing game so far as a rookie, but I also love his ability to come on blitzes, which is something Robert Saleh absolutely loves to do. But ultimately, these are just some of my thoughts on San Francisco's third-round pick and Upton Stout seemingly leading San Francisco's nickel cornerback competition. And I'd like to hear your thoughts down below. Are you happy he's leading it, or would you have preferred it someone else? Right now, personally, I'm super excited about Stout. I think he has a lot of potential for such a young player, and he's just going to continue to grow as a player like DJ Reed did with Saleh. But ultimately, these are just my thoughts on Upton Stout as a player, and I'd like to hear your thoughts down below. It would also mean a ton to me if you could like and subscribe, and as always, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.